Hello, everybody. Welcome to Big Anklevich on Health. It's time for another episode of the update from that carnivore guy. You thought he was gone. He didn't come back for a while, but he's still here. It's a very late arriving update, but he's got one for you. So let's head in and check it out. Take it away, Marshall.
Hey, everybody. Can you believe it? It's me, Marshall Latham here. I'm that carnivore guy. It's been a while since I've done a video. I think this is going on the third week now since I made a video. And maybe I'm just not a YouTuber. Maybe I'm just not meant for doing these update videos and being structured and all that kind of thing. But I can give you an update, sort of. I can't remember exactly where I left off as far as my progress with my weight. I think I had lost like 2 pounds or something last time I made a video. And then I lost a little bit more, just like less than half a pound. And then the next time, and I've been eating well. You know, I haven't been perfect beef, butter, bacon, and egg, but I've eaten some cheese, I've had some sour cream, I've had a little bit of salsa. Which I guess salsa technically isn't even carnivore. So there's that. But for the most part, I've been eating eggs. I've been eating hamburger. I've been eating steak. I've been having bacon and pork belly and all the good stuff that I should be. But sometimes I have gone into the dairy and a little bit of salsa or something like that. I think I did have a little ketchup once on some. Oh yeah, I had some meatballs, which is just hamburger and onions and. Well, there's another one, onions. But anyway, it's just eggs and hamburger basically, and some bacon bits thrown in. That's our meatballs. But last time my wife snuck some onions in there. But anyway, but I've been eating well. I haven't had any sodas or anything like that. But my weight went up again by like 1.5 pounds or something like that. And it's not a lot, right? I mean, it's not like I'm going crazy, but it is frustrating. I think Biggs even talked about that where, it is frustrating. Now he weighs himself every single day, which I think that would drive me batty. I'm only weighing myself once a week, but I think that this last week I didn't weigh myself. I decided I'm just going to wait till the end of the month. Now, there is danger in that is that if I'm going the wrong direction, I can't, do some fasting or something to overcorrect that. But, I don't know. I'm frustrated with that I'm not losing the amount of weight that I think I should be. But I'm not, rising to the heights that I have been before. And like I said, I've been eating well. I haven't been walking, and I know I need to do that. I've said that about the last 3 videos. I was really frustrated last week when I did a bunch of walking around the plant where I work. And I don't know how many steps that would have been, but I didn't have my phone on me. I had left it in my office. And again, I'm just like, why am I even trying to count my steps when I do something significant? I can't even brag about it here on the video. And maybe that's the problem. I don't need to brag. Do I need to make these videos? Is it making a difference in my progress? And so far, since I've really been knuckling down, it hasn't. I've kind of just been up a little bit, down a little bit, up a tiny bit, down some more. I just kind of been doing this little dance, and I should be, maybe I shouldn't be, losing 10 pounds every month, but I don't think that's out of the ordinary. But maybe where I'm at right now, it is health-wise. I've been, like I said, I've been eating good, been taking my medication, all that kind of stuff. So I should be a lot better off. in that regards. So where am I at this point? Like I said, I don't know what I weigh, but I just figured it was time to at least show myself here on YouTube and let you know that I haven't gone off the rails or anything like that. As far as the structure for what I'm going to do on this, I haven't really figured that out. I don't know. Maybe I need to find a different way to stay accountable for my journey here for weight loss and carnivore and healthy and all that kind of stuff. Maybe the YouTube thing isn't my bag. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't have numbers for you. I don't have that kind of thing. And that's what you really need for this kind of a channel, right? For these kinds of reports on YouTube. People want to be able to see the results and see the progress or lack thereof, or have some hard numbers to go along with what I'm presenting here, other than just a general blathering on about frustrations and what I'm trying to do. But I don't know. I just need to maybe sit down, spend some time, and figure out to make this not just to make my actions consistent, but to make these videos consistent. What should you expect to get out of these videos? I probably need to figure that out as well. This sounds like I'm really down. I'm really not. As far as my general, I feel good, and I don't feel ill or bad health or anything like that. I did have a cold. That's something I guess I can report on. A few weeks ago when I had the sodas for several days in a row, I did notice I started getting acne where I hadn't been getting acne very much, and then I got a cold that next week because I'd let my guard down, and because that sugar was in my system, and taking attention away from the things, like staving off colds, and my body, if you distract it with bad things that you're eating, it doesn't have the resources or the time or whatever to just keep you in good health and running well. It's spending all of its time trying to clean up your mess. And so that was something that I noticed, that my acne started coming back a little bit, and I just lost my train of thought. See, I'm not prepared. I'm not ready for this kind of stuff. Anyway, I think I said what I needed to say there. Anyway, I just wanted to get this video out to everybody. If you're even paying attention, at least let Big know I'm not off the reservation. I mean, I have checked in with him a couple times on text, but he's probably wondering where the video is this week, because I said I was going to do it on Monday. So here it is. I'll look around to see if I have any pictures to throw up here while I'm talking. But anyway, I'll be back at least next week to report on how things are going, and maybe I'll be a little bit more put together. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right, Marshall, that's some interesting stuff. I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess one thing I was thinking as you were talking, you talked about taking your medications. You may want to check and see what the side effects are of your medications. It's possible that they might be hindering your weight loss progress. That is a thing. I had, when I first was diagnosed with diabetes, they gave me this blood pressure lowering medication, and I started getting this cough. I thought it was allergies. I had no idea. I often had allergies in those days, and I was coughing, and it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse, and worse, and worse, to the point where one time I coughed, and I felt something tear in my throat. And I went, oh my gosh, this cough is just terrible. And one day when I was at the podiatrist, not the diabetes doctor who had signed me the medication in the first place, but the podiatrist heard me coughing. He said, are you taking anything? And I said, oh yeah, I've got this. And he says, oh, is it, I think it was losartan, I want to say is what my medication was. And I said, oh yeah, that's what I have for, so yeah, common side effect is cough. And I was like, are you serious? I've been coughing like this the whole time, and I could have switched medication and I was so frustrated. And I went to my other doctor. He gave me a different medication that didn't have that side effect, and I was fine after that. So maybe something to keep in mind. Check what the side effects, and I would do that with just anything that you're taking. See what the side effects are that are known, and make sure you're not having them, because there's no reason to keep poisoning yourself with something that's making you worse. There's usually options that you can try something else. So check into it. I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but yeah, I don't know. You were talking about trying to figure out what your plan is going to be heading forward, and it seems like I don't know if that's important. I mean, you at the start of this month, 3 weeks ago, when we got your last report from you or so, you said that March was your month and that you were going to be doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And you were going to be doing it religiously, and your wife was going to do it with you. And then you got on here and you said, yeah, well, I haven't been doing really good beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I've been having salsa and dairy and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Making a new plan is not going to mean anything if you don't stick to the new plan that you made. I know, because I'm terrible with that myself. I have made many plans and then eaten cheese instead and gained weight. So I say probably more important than coming up with a new plan is, deciding whether you're dedicated to it or not, and whether you're going to actually live up to it or not, and then really sticking to it. So that's the real key, is just sticking to it. If you're not sticking to it good, you're going to go up and down because you're giving your body all sorts of signals that are different. Every time you're saying do this, do that, and it's doing that and that, but in your brain you're thinking, oh, I told it to lose weight and it didn't. Why? So maybe you need to look into that before you come up with a new plan. Just really decide whether it's what you want to do. Maybe you don't want to do videos. Maybe that you think that's hindering you. I don't think it is. I don't know how it would. All you do is just get on and talk about it for 5 minutes a week. But I don't know. It's up to you. You got to decide what's going to work for you. Maybe you just need to give up and do a GLP-1 kind of medication. I don't know. One way or another, though, you probably need to make a change before you wind up diabetic like I was. You are on the verge. You're on the edge of it. So, I don't know. I just say keep at it. You're doing good, Marshall. And don't give up. But, find what's going to work for you. And good luck to you. We wish you the best. All right, we'll see you guys next time on Big Anklevich on Health.